Hey y'all, it's Zaddy. Y'all like my shirt? Y'all like my shirt? I made it myself. I'm so artistic. Look at the back. It's even bleached. Oh my gosh. Look at me. I'm such a creative. Let me stop. What's going on, everybody? It's me, Neon MUA, and I'm back for another video. Alright, you guys, so this video, I'm excited to be trying out some new drugstore makeup that has recently hit the market. As some of you may or may not know, I do work for Walgreens, so I get to see a lot of makeup that rolls into the stores. So I wanted to grab a few things and give you guys my first impressions right here on camera. Before I begin, you guys, I just need to let you know that I do have a giveaway going on my channel right now. All the details will be listed at the end of this video as well as in the description box below. So you guys want to make sure you go ahead and enter because this giveaway ends on Monday, February 5th at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Also, before we begin, make sure you guys like this video, give it a huge thumbs up, and subscribe to my channel, and hit that notification bell so that you don't miss the next time I upload a video. And without further ado, we want to get right into this first impressions of some new drugstore makeup. Let's go. I'm going to start by priming. I'm going to use the new Maybelline Master Prime Hydrate and Smooth Primer. This product's claims are to visibly smooth prime skin while hydrating. It's a lightweight formula and does not clog pores. Now I have used the regular Blur and Smooth Primer. This one does feel more hydrating. It feels more like a lotion than anything, but it's a tad bit tacky. Next, I'm going to go in with the Maybelline SuperStay foundation. I have used this before, so this isn't going to be a first impression on this. However, I wanted to keep it all in the same family with newer makeup. So I'm going to take some of that on a beauty blender. And I'm using the color 360 Mocha, by the way. What I will say is that a little bit of this foundation does go a very long way. But I have noticed that this foundation does oxidize a bit. So it may seem light now, but it will go darker after a while. Oh, and the claims for the foundation are that it's full coverage, up to 24-hour wear, seamless matte finish, breathable and comfortable, fade and transfer resistant, oil free, and doesn't cause pores, and dermatologist tested. So, but I've used this before, nothing new here. I do enjoy the foundation. Next, I'm going to be trying out the new CoverGirl Vitalist Healthy Concealer. This is part of their new Vitalist line. I have tried out the Vitalist foundation and it is pretty good. So I'm hoping to get a good thing out of this concealer. It is a soft brush concealer pen. It conceals skin imperfections to brighten your complexion, improves your skin's texture for a fresh and healthy look, and it's formulated with vitamins E, B3, and B5. Grab the color 800 Deep. So it is a brush pen, so we're gonna there we go. Okay. It does have a similar formula to the foundation, so that's good. Hey, go ahead and blend this out. So it's not heavy, it's not necessarily full coverage either. I would say it is more of a lightweight to medium coverage. It's shimmery. I don't know if you can see it, but it does have a little bit of a, I don't know if it's a shimmer or not, but it's weird. Let me see if it's buildable. Okay. It's not, what's the word I'm looking for? Let me try something. I just want to see if I can build the coverage up more, because right now with the beauty blender, it doesn't look like there's much of it. It almost blends right out, but if you're looking for more of a natural look from your makeup, I assume this would work. I'm just gonna take the e.l.f. concealer brush and use that, and maybe that can give you a bit more coverage, because I've noticed with the foundation has more coverage when you use a brush. So I'm gonna see if the concealer is the same. And I have fallen in love with this brush since I used it in my Beauty Bakerie video. By the way, if you've not entered the contest for the Beauty Bakerie concealers and blush palette, go ahead and do that. The contest ends on Monday at 7 o'clock p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Go to the video to find all details. Yeah, there should be a link here or somewhere. You'll see it. All right, the coverage does come out a little bit better with the brush. So yeah, it is made like the foundation where it can be buildable, but it's better for those lightweight to medium coverage days. For brows, I have 2 new products I want to try out. First, I'm going to try out the Maybelline New York Total Temptation Brow Definer in the color Deep Brown. All right, so it says full defined groom. Now brows get filled and softly defined, richly pigmented formula with easy to use teardrop tip, fills and softly defines brows, fluffy spool styles and blends, so addictive. Yeah, this is part of the new launches from Maybelline. They've come up with a bunch of new launches, including the Total Temptation line. So it'll be interesting to try this out. Yeah, here's the tip. Just the tip. And it looks just like your standard chiseled tip brow product. First I'm gonna use this spoolie. This spoolie's small. Spoolie is soft, I will say that. Alright, just gonna go and fill the brows in. Off the bat, I'm not sure how I feel about this. I personally like using brow pomades to fill in my eyes. Every now and then I'll use something like this. The one I usually use is the Goof Proof Brow from Benefit. Yeah, this is, I'm not thrilled about this per se. That's something I use every now and then, but I don't think I'm not fully sold on this yet. Yeah, I'm not necessarily sold on this. It's cute, but it doesn't necessarily do what I would like for the brows. Yeah, it's a meh for me. I'm just gonna go back in with the concealer, shape up the brow. I feel like that this has a brush applicator because it makes shaping up the brow easier. I actually like this concealer to work for my use of my brows. Yeah. It's not too heavy, so it blends out nicely. I'm also gonna go and kind of sharpen up the brow a little bit. So I'm gonna be using the CoverGirl Easy Breezy Brow Micro and Define Pencil. This is claimed to be fully natural defined brows at last, micro fine tip, no sharpening required, built-in spoolie to groom brows, da 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 da. So I'm just gonna take this, and those of you who know me, you know that I like to go and reshape the brows after I use concealer. It's just define them a little bit. So we're gonna see how this works. So, oh wow, yes. So this is the kind of pigment I was looking for. To say my brow, thankful for this. So this is a plus for me. For the eyes, I have the new Rimmel London Magnified Color Edition eyeshadow palette. So this palette comes with 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Has a lot of shimmer shades in here and like 2 mattes. So what I'm gonna do is grab my ColourPop Cute AF palette just for transitions. So I'm just gonna lay down a base real quick. I'm gonna start and just lay down the base transition shades just to get some kind of base going. I'm gonna go in with, these don't have any colors or names to them. Cool. I'm gonna take this dark plum shade right here. Kind of re-intensify the outer corners of the eye. Take that, blend it out a little bit. Got a blending brush. just to give it a smoky look. Going in, taking the green shade, and I'm going to take that and put it over the lid. So the color on these is actually pretty nice for a drugstore shadow. I've never used Rimmel London's shadows before, so it is nice to know that these are very well. These perform very well, sorry. Next, I'm just going to take this gold shade here, pop that in the inner corner or the inner third of the eye, and that is pretty. This gold shade is really nice. Wow, that is intense. I am thoroughly impressed with this. So I went back and swatched some of these, and well, now we know this palette is drop resistant. But I swatched a few of those, and that is amazing color payoff. Like I said, I've never used their eyeshadows before, but this is really impressive. Going to that palette again, and I'm going to take this metallic purpley shade here, and I'm going to smudge that on the bottom lash line. Dipping into this palette one more time, I'm going to take this white pearl shimmer. I'm going to put that in the inner corners of the eye. I'm actually going to go and highlight the brow bone with this palette as well. I'm going to take this like champagne color right here and pop that on the brow bone, and that, my friends, is a shadow. These shadows are really impressive. All right. Ooh. This palette is amazing, and these metallic shades are just to die for. This palette, yes. All right, for mascara, I'm going back to Maybelline, and from their Total Temptation collection, I'm using the Total Temptation mascara. This mascara is claiming to be so full, soft, and fluffy. It's the most buildable volume mascara with an addictive experience, and creamy whipped formula infused with coconut extract. New fluffy brush glides through the lashes for non-stop buildability. It's claiming to have a bold volume, not overload, lengthened lashes, and it's infused with coconut, so it should be good for your eyes. Does it fit? This is weird. This feels a little cheap. Compared to their Big Shot mascara, this feels very lightweight. But hopefully the product inside will be good. I kind of smell the coconut. That's weird. I just wanted to smell it. So if you guys need a comparison, this is the eye that has the mascara. This one doesn't. This mascara is pretty good as well. It's not as intense as the Maybelline Big Shot, but it does coat the lashes and it does make them more voluminous. I do like this mascara, actually. This is great. Yeah, this mascara is really nice, actually. This is a great mascara to wear like on its own, because it's voluminous enough to, you know, define your lashes, but it's not over the top. So if you like a really nice mascara that isn't too crazy like the Colossal Big Shot, this is a great lash for you. For lashes, I'm going to be using the Kiss Fifth Avenue lashes in the style Opulence. I'm going to pop those on real quick, and I'll be back to finish the face. All right, lashes. And don't worry, no wonky lash here.
What the f is that?
These lashes are everything. They are faux mink. They are Opulence. Opulence. I own everything. Moving on to my favorite part is the highlight, and I have a lot of great highlights to try out. I'm actually going to start out with a liquid highlighter. We have the new Wet n Wild Mega Halo liquid highlighters. As you all know, Wet n Wild has put out some great highlighters in the past year, 2 years. So getting these cream highlighters or these liquid highlighters is exciting. First of all, the packaging, these are a glass or a glass-like material, so that's great. They came in 5 different colors. I'm actually going to swatch them all for you so you can see, and so we can decide what to go from here. First, we're going to start with the color Halo Gorgeous, which looks like a very pink highlight. Ooh, okay, doe foot applicator. Swatch that. Ooh. Let me just say, before I finish these swatches, Wet n Wild has found the secret to some amazing highlighters, because this, oh my gosh, that, yes, a very pink, very reflective highlight. Next we have Halo Graphic, and this color is obviously a holographic color, so watch that. Oh yes. So I thought it was, when I first bought it, I thought it was going to be a white highlight. As you can see, it is white, but it does have that holographic shift to it. Ooh, so it actually is like a very intense iridescent purple, and that is beautiful. Next up, we have the color Halo Goodbye. All these are puns on Halo, apparently. This looks like it is your standard universal champagne colored highlight. Actually, this seems like it's more white. This is the like whitish red, yeah. It's like a white champagne. Next up, we have the color Rosy and Ready. So yeah, this color is actually more similar to the champagne color. So it's like almost champagne, but it has more of a gold tint to it. Yeah, it's more purple. It's more like, yeah, it's more rosy. So it's a lot like the shade we just swatched before, except it's a little bit rosy. The last color is Goddess Glow. This is obviously going to be your gold bronze color. Yep, that's your gold. That's your standard gold. That's your gold right there. So this is all the swatched, and I'm quite thrilled by this color. I won't be using it. Because of the other product that I want to use, I'm going to go with the color Halo Goodbye, which is that like whitish champagne color. And we're going to see how this works. Now, I'm always terrified about using liquid highlighter, so I'm going to take a few dots here. And on a Real Techniques highlighting brush, I'm going to bring that out. It's not bad, but I did see it. Okay. It's super reflective. There's no denying the reflectiveness of it. Let me try using a sponge, simply because I don't want a lot of grease on the face. So on this side, a few dots there. Beauty blender, and just cut that out. About that, yeah. That works out better. That method is 10 times better. But, ooh, wow, wait a minute. Oh, shit. Let me try and blend it with the finger and see what happens with it. Okay, one thing I will say, because of the way this product is made, and it has like an almost oil-like consistency to it, it's not something that is necessarily friendly with my foundation. So I think this might be something that I would use under foundation, but I could see myself trying to work, like using a small amount of it on the skin. It's a nice product. This is a nice product. Like I said, the consistency of it, however, is a bit of a concern for me. It would be something I would either use like on bare skin or like under my foundation. So yeah. The next product I want to try out is the new L'Oreal Lumi Shimmeristas. These are their loose highlighters. L'Oreal has a line of Lumi products, which are their glow products. So before they've had their own Lumi powders and Lumi cream highlighters, now they have released a bunch of new products. I have used their Lumi drops in a past video, and they work pretty great. They've also released a Lumi highlighting palette, as well as these loose highlighters and some Lumi lotions. There's a bunch. I particularly wanted to try out these, especially since I have tried out loose highlighters recently and I have fallen in love. This shade in particular is very reminiscent of a certain Artist Couture highlighter, so I actually want to swatch this with those as well. First, they've came out with 2 colors. The first color I'm swatching is called Moonlight, and it is a white pearlish color, and it actually reminds me a lot of the Halo highlighter, the color Halo Graphic. So we're going to see if it has that same kind of feel, or it's just going to be a white highlighter. So we're just going to swatch that one here. So it's not as holographic, if you will, compared to the liquid one. It is more on the white side, but it does have that like purple blue iridescent feel to it. Next up, I'm going to be taking the second color, which is called Sunlight. So these 2 colors are supposed to be opposite. So there's Moonlight and there's Sunlight. Sunlight looks like it is a rose gold color. Swatch it here. Ooh. She's intense. Now, I know what some of you may be thinking. Oh, that looks a lot like the Jackie Aina highlighters. So, not to fret. I have the Artist Couture Jackie Aina highlighters. So, we're going to see how these compare to these shades. First off, I want to take the color Sunlight one more time and swatch it right here in the middle so you guys can see a comparison between all 3. First shade I'm going to take is Le Bronze, which is the original Diamond Glow color. Comparing those 2, Le Bronze is more of a bronze shade. They do belong in the same color family, but Le Bronze is more bronze. Next, I'm going to take the color Le Peach. Swatch that right here. Okay, so comparing all 3 of the shades, like I said, this is going to be Sunlight, this is Le Bronze, this is Le Peach. Le Bronze is more of a darker bronze compared to Sunlight. Le Peach is actually a bit more golden compared to Sunlight. Sunlight actually has more of a pink undertone to it, whereas Le Peach is more of a gold and pink tone. So there's are your 3 shades. If you are someone who wants to try the Artist Couture highlighters and feel like this is a bit much, as much as I want to tell you that you should go out and support Jackie and Artist Couture, I can't tell you how to spend your money. The L'Oreal Lumi Shimmerista, the loose highlighter by L'Oreal, seems to be almost a dupe. It's not the exact same color, but it's almost a dupe. It's more similar to Le Peach than Le Bronze. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to highlight using the color Sunlight. I'm going to take some of that on my Morphe brush, dust that off, and I'm going to go to town. Ooh, that is pretty. Wow. That's not. See ya. Loose highlighters are always going to be more pigmented, more intense than a regular press highlighter. Needless to say, this is intense. So yeah, those loose highlighters are wow. The last products I want to try out today are going to be the Maybelline SuperStay Matte Ink Unnude collection. Those of you who know, Maybelline released their SuperStay Matte Inks a while back last year, and they've released a new collection including 12 nudes. I grabbed 2 of those. I grabbed number 90 Huntress, which is a mauve purplish gray, and I grabbed number 70 Amazon, which is a clay color. First, I'm starting with the color Amazonian. I think they might have changed the formula of these, because when I first tried the original set, they were super sticky, and it was thick and sticky, and I wasn't necessarily a fan of those. This one It's not as thick. It's still a little tacky, but it's a little bit more workable. So yeah, this is nice. I think I'm actually going to switch and use the color Huntress. So take this off and apply this, and yeah. Yeah, I like this color a whole lot better. This is definitely my aesthetic. You guys know I love a good mauve and purple. I definitely think the formula is different than the last ones. It feels, it's not as thick as the last ones. To finish this off, I'm going to take the new Wet n Wild Matte Finish Setting Spray. I have used their regular setting spray in the past. I was impressed, so we shall see how this one works out. Wait, there we go. Ooh, that is intense. Got it in my mouth. Here's the final look. You guys, I am really loving this look. It's a little blinding, but you guys get the point. I am impressed. Now I'm gonna get into my review of all the products. The Maybelline Master Prime and Hydrating Primer. It seemed to work pretty good. I didn't have any problems applying my foundation with it. It helped my foundation apply smoothly. My skin does feel hydrated, doesn't feel dry. So I would say the Master Prime Hydrating Primer is actually pretty good. It's a thumbs up for me. The CoverGirl Concealer, I have mixed feelings about it. It's not bad. I will say that it's not a bad concealer. It is more of the light to medium coverage concealer. It is a tad bit buildable, but like I said, it's compared to other concealers I have, like the Maybelline Fit Me concealer, it is not as, it doesn't have as much coverage. Needless to say, this is great. I actually love this concealer for around the eyebrows, shaping those up. I will play with this a little bit more, especially with the CoverGirl foundation, to see how it works together with those, but this concealer isn't bad. It's okay. Next are the brow products. The Maybelline Total Temptation Brow is, I'm not personally a fan of this. I don't, my brows look okay now. It's not necessarily something I will reach for, mainly because of the fact that I personally like brow pomades more. I have used products like this before, like the Benefit Cosmetics Goof Proof Brow. That is okay, but I am more going to gravitate towards the pomade as opposed to this. The spoolie is really soft, though. I will say that it is softer than most spoolies, and it does help blend it out more. But the product itself is, it's okay. I would use it more on my natural days and not my full-on beat days. In terms of the CoverGirl Micro Defined Pencil, this is nice. For those of you who like the Anastasia Beverly Hills Brow Wiz, this is a dupe for this. It's very pigmented. The product goes out there. But one thing I like about this is that it's not as creamy as some brow products are. Some brow products tend to be creamy, just fall and crumble away. This actually is a little bit more enforced, I guess you could say is a good word. It actually goes, yeah, you know what I'm trying to say. But it does work. It actually has helped save this brow. So I am a fan of the CoverGirl Micro Pencil. The CoverGirl. I am a fan of the CoverGirl Ultra. What is the name of this product? The CoverGirl Easy Breezy Brow. I am a fan of it. Sorry. The Rimmel London Magnified Color Eyeshadow is probably one of my most favorite products of this whole look. Oh my gosh, this palette is great, you guys. All of my eyeshadows are not necessarily high end, but they are on the upper scale. I don't necessarily gravitate towards drugstore eyeshadow palettes because I've experienced, my experiences with them in the past have been that great. The exception being the Maybelline City Mini palettes. This palette is great. Those shimmer and metallic shades, they're so pigmented. Look at this. Like, look at the eye. These are so pigmented. That gold, that gold. Actually, in that white. A lot of, okay, these are so intense and so blinding. These are great too. Especially the deep purples, they are very pigmented. These are super blinding. I am in love with this eyeshadow palette. I want to go and try out some more of these Rimmel London palettes because this palette really did change my life. I am so impressed with it. The Kiss lashes, obviously, like I said, the name does not disappoint. This is Opulence in an eyelash. It makes me feel like I am the head of someone's CEO. I own $1 million. You can't tell me anything with these lashes. These are a favorite of mine. There's some nice lashes, you guys. Moving on to the MegaGlo Hello Halo liquid highlighters. These are highlighters that are a bit tricky for me. I love them because of how pigmented and reflective these are. I mean, you can look at these and tell that this is no joke. This is no joke. And wow, that doesn't move. Okay. Wow. The one complaint I have is that it is a bit tricky to work with. It did a weird thing with my foundation. I was able to save it, but I don't know. I think it's the formula. The formula overall is what's bothering me. It's something that will probably work great under the skin, and under foundation. I'll probably use that in the future. I will play around with these some more because it's just a matter of finding a great way to work with them. If you have any suggestions for working with these highlighters or liquid highlighters in general, let me know. Liquid highlighters aren't necessarily something I reach for, so I'm still a little on it. In terms of the powder highlighters, the L'Oreal Lumi Shimmeristas are a plus for me. They are super blinding. They are super blinding. That's all I can say. They're super blinding. And like I said, if you want to try out the Artist Couture Jackie Aina loose highlighters, and either you can't get your hands on them or they're too expensive, what have you, the Sunlight Shimmer shade, which is this one right here, is a dupe for La Peach. It's not as bronze. It's not as bronze as La Bronze, but it is a dupe for La Peach. Like I said, I'm not going to tell you to go and buy it, but I will offer that bit of knowledge to you. And with the Maybelline SuperStay Matte Ink Unnude collection, like I said, there is something different with this formula as opposed to the original. So I can tell that the formula is definitely different. It's not as sticky as the old ones. It's still a little sticky, but it's not that uncomfortable. And they're not as thick either, so that's a plus. I personally love this shade as well as the other one. These are a great collection of nudes, so that is something great to look forward to. The last product that I have is the Wet n Wild Pro Focus Matte Setting Spray, and I would say, looking at my skin, let me not get too close, I don't want to show you guys. Looking at my skin, it is definitely mattifying. It's mattifying without taking away the highlight from my makeup. It works. It's mattifying. So yeah, there's that, guys. All right, you guys, that completes my video on my full face using new drugstore makeup. What do you guys think? Are there any products that I missed and should have tried out? Are there anything that I use that you guys are interested in? You know, am I using anything wrong, right? What have you? Comment in the comment section below. Let me know. What's your opinions? Because I might use them on a later video. This is great. This is great to try. Step out of my comfort zone. Get away from using the same old products I use over and over again. Seeing what works for me. Finding some new favorites, because like I said, this is great. So yeah, this is great. I really enjoyed myself. All right, you guys, so just in case you didn't know, I am doing a giveaway here on my channel. I am giving away the new Beauty Bakerie Cake Face Concealers as well as the new Scoop Elise Blush Palette. That giveaway does end on Monday, February the 5th at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, so you guys want to make sure you go ahead and enter that now. To enter that giveaway, all you have to do is go subscribe to my channel. If you're already here, you might as well do that now. Also, make sure you like the video on my review of the Cake Face Concealers and Blush Palette. And in that comment section, make sure you leave a comment letting me know the best way to contact you in case you win. So whether that be Twitter, Instagram, Snapchat, Facebook, whatever. Whatever's the best way to contact you, let me know so that you can get picked if you win. Also make sure, and this is very important, make sure you guys follow me on Instagram at NeonMUA, as well as Beauty Bakerie on their Instagram as well. If you don't follow these two pages, then you guys won't win. I mean, that's a given. Like, make sure you follow these pages. I want to be able to give this makeup away to one lucky person, and if you don't follow the steps, then you can't win. Simple, you know? All right, you guys, we've come to the end. Make sure that you like this video, give it a huge thumbs up in support. Also, make sure you guys subscribe to my channel and hit the notification bell so that you don't miss the next time I upload a video. I am back to my schedule, uploading twice a week, and I have some really exciting videos coming up in the future, so I suggest you guys go ahead and subscribe so that you don't miss anything. Like this face. I mean, you want to see this face and more of me and more content and all the hoopla that comes from. Subscribe, you guys. It's fun. Come on, come join me. Also, make sure you guys follow me on all my social media accounts. That's going to be Neon MUA on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter, as well as Lionheart555 on Snapchat. All right, you guys, that'll do it for this video. Until next time.